Every gardener knows the frustration of doing everything right and still falling short. You plant plenty of seeds, you water on schedule, and you keep weeds at bay. Yet the soil never seems to reward you with the harvest you imagined. For years I thought manure was the solution. It worked, but it was messy, smelly, and not always easy to find. That's when I quit manure completely and started experimenting with fall soil tricks. What I discovered was a set of simple, natural methods that built healthier soil, produced stronger crops, and grew harvests far beyond what I thought possible. Fall is the secret season for soil. Above ground, your beds may look dormant, but beneath the surface, microbes, fungi, and worms are busy working. Feed them now, and by spring your garden will be bursting with life. These are the exact methods I use each fall to transform soil into a living system that needs no manure, yet produces abundant, flavorful crops year after year. One of the most surprising soil boosters is plain kitchen flour. To us it looks simple, but to microbes it's pure carbohydrate, the perfect food source. When you sprinkle flour in fall, microbes feast all winter, multiplying and releasing nutrients that enrich the soil. Here's how I use it. First, I loosen the top few inches of soil with a fork. Then I sprinkle 1 handful of flour per square yard, rake it in gently, and water well. By spring, the flour is gone, consumed by soil life, and your beds are darker, richer, and far easier to work. Plants rooted in that soil grow faster and stronger from day one. If flour is food, yeast and sugar are an energy drink for your soil. This simple brew wakes up microbial life and gives it a huge boost before winter sets in. The recipe is exact. Dissolve 2 tablespoons of sugar in 1 gallon of warm water. Add 1 packet of dry yeast, stir, and let it sit in a shaded place for 12 hours. By then, the yeast has multiplied into billions of tiny organisms. Pour this mixture across your beds and let it soak in. By spring, seedlings establish faster, stems thicken, and crops resist stress more easily. I've watched peppers grow taller and tomatoes set fruit earlier, all thanks to this living brew. Every fall, nature drops a gift at our feet. Sadly, most of it gets bagged and thrown away. Shredded autumn leaves are one of the best soil builders available. Spread in fall, they protect the soil, conserve moisture, and slowly break down into leaf mold, a crumbly, nutrient-rich material that gardeners in Europe prize even more than compost. Spread a few inches of shredded leaves over your beds in fall. By spring, you'll find them transforming into black humus that holds water several times better than ordinary soil. This natural blanket improves soil structure, keeps life active, and sets the stage for explosive growth in spring. If you drink coffee, you already have one of the best soil enhancers in your kitchen. Used coffee grounds are rich in nitrogen and minerals like magnesium, potassium, and phosphorus. Even better, they draw earthworms into your beds. Earthworms are the ultimate soil engineers. Their tunnels keep soil loose while their castings deliver nutrients plants can use immediately. Brew your coffee as usual, let it cool, and dilute it with 5 parts water in a watering can. Pour this gently over your soil in fall. By spring, worms will be wriggling everywhere, and your soil will feel soft, rich, and alive. If you heat with wood or enjoy a fire pit, don't overlook the ash. Wood ash contains potassium, phosphorus, and trace minerals that fruiting crops love. Applied in fall, it balances soil nutrients and improves fruit quality. The trick is not to overdo it. Just sprinkle only a light dusting across your beds. You see, too much can make the soil alkaline. Used correctly, wood ash gives tomatoes a sweeter flavour, squash a longer storage life, and root vegetables cleaner, firmer growth. It's a perfect way to turn waste into strength for your crops. Kitchen scraps like banana and citrus peels are soil treasures. Bananas provide potassium and calcium, while citrus peels add trace minerals and natural oils that energize microbial activity. Simply chop the peels into small pieces and bury them lightly in the fall. Over winter, they break down and release nutrients exactly where roots will find them in spring. When I started doing this, my tomatoes resisted blossom end rot, my peppers set more fruit, and the overall harvest was healthier. Eggshells are another everyday waste that turns into garden gold. Made mostly of calcium carbonate, they provide the calcium plants need to build strong cell walls and prevent fruit problems. So, save your shells, rinse them, dry them and crush them as fine as possible. Then, just scatter them across your beds in fall or mix lightly into the top layer. They break down slowly, but by summer they're feeding tomatoes, peppers and squash exactly what they need to grow sturdy and blemish-free. Bare soil is a gardener's biggest enemy. Rain washes away nutrients, wind erodes topsoil, and winter leaves beds lifeless. Planting clover as a cover crop solves all of that. Clover protects the ground and partners with bacteria that capture nitrogen from the air, storing it in the soil. By spring, your beds are already enriched with natural fertilizer. Cut the clover down and leave the cuttings as mulch. As the roots decay, they release nitrogen right where your vegetables need it. Biochar is charcoal made in a low-oxygen burn. What makes it special is its porous structure, which locks in nutrients and water. Fertilizers that would normally wash away in winter stay in place until plants need them. For best results, charge biochar first. Soak it in compost tea, diluted coffee or even the yeast sugar brew, then spread a thin layer across your beds and mix it into the soil. By spring you've created a slow-release nutrient bank that supports crops all season. Potato starch may look like nothing more than a kitchen thickener, but in the garden it fuels microbes and encourages deeper root growth. Plants with strong roots reach more water, and nutrients handle heat better and produce larger harvests. To use it, sprinkle a fine dusting of potato starch over loosened soil, water it in with warm settled water and let microbes do the rest. By spring, plants will root deeply and thrive. Sometimes the nutrients are already in your soil but they're locked up. Apple cider vinegar diluted properly frees them. Its mild acidity dissolves bound-up phosphorus and potassium while stimulating microbial life. Just mix 1 tablespoon of vinegar into 1 gallon of water and pour it across your beds once or twice in fall. That's all you need. By spring, the soil is more balanced and minerals are available for your crops to use. Seaweed and kelp are ocean superfoods for the soil. Collect dried seaweed if you live near the shore, or buy kelp meal from a garden supplier. Spread it across your beds in fall or mix it lightly into the soil. Over winter it breaks down and by spring your crops will be greener, sturdier and more resilient. I once thought manure was the foundation of gardening, but these 12 fall tricks proved me wrong. Flour feeds microbes, yeast and sugar multiply, live potato starch strengthens roots. Coffee grounds invite worms, autumn leaves create humus, clover adds nitrogen, peels add minerals, wood ash boosts fruits, biochar stores nutrients, eggshells prevent rot, vinegar unlocks food, seaweed infuses ocean minerals. Each works alone, but together they transform soil into a thriving ecosystem that produces abundant harvests season after season. This fall, give them a try. By spring, your soil will be darker, richer and alive with activity. Your tomatoes will stand taller, your peppers will yield more, and your cucumbers will climb with energy. Healthy soil is the gift that keeps giving, and it doesn't require a single shovel of manure. If this guide inspired you, subscribe to Timeless Crops Haven, share it with a gardening friend, and let me know in the comments which trick you'll try first. The path to your best harvest begins with the choices you make this fall.